Shalwar Kameez is the national dress of Pakistan and we ought to wear it with great pride. It is not only comfortable but can also be worn on any occasion. Something so stylish and unique, I think we should wear it more often. At least I have found it to be more comfortable than any other piece of clothing that I have worn to date. Just a few days ago, the Independence Day of Pakistan was celebrated across the country and I saw people wearing Shalwar Kameez with such pride and elegance that it almost looked surreal. Now that I have shared a very small part of my culture, allow me to also share tips that will make you look stylishly awesome wearing a Shalwar Kameez. Gentlemen, Eid is around the corner and more people will flock the shopping malls to buy Shalwar Kameez, and I'm sure you will too. Since Eid is such a grand festival, I'm sure you will want to buy a dress that fits you perfectly and is stylish at the same time. For this reason, I am going over 5 style tips that you need to be aware of before buying your Shalwar Kameez. However, before I go over those tips, let me reiterate something that I've said in my earlier video. Find a good tailor. Do not buy clothes off the rack. They will either be a little lengthy or a little short and rarely the perfect size. Do not compromise your style by wearing clothes which do not fit you perfectly. However, whatever your choice, tailored or otherwise, my tips will work regardless. Without further ado, let's get into it. Style tip number 1. Know your collar size. Buying a perfect Shalwar Kameez is all about a game of inches. You need to either measure your collar size yourself or have someone measure it for you. Mine is 16 inches. Usually in Pakistan you either get large, medium or small. However, every shop has their own measurements and definition of different sizes. That is why it is important to know your collar size. Once you have measured your collar size, add ½ an inch to it. It should only be big enough to insert 2 fingers. Style tip number 2. Get your sleeve measurements. To have the perfect sleeve length, you need to measure 2 things and add them together. Number 1 is shoulder measurement. Number 2 is sleeve measurement. Here's how you do it. For shoulder measurement, begin at the middle of the upper back to the end of the shoulder joint. Measure the length. Mine came out to be 10 inches. For sleeve measurement, measure from the shoulder joint to the bottom of the wrist. Do not go either beyond the wrist or too high above the wrist. Measure till the wrist joint. My sleeve measurement came out to be 24 inches. Now add these 2 measurements together. 10 plus 24 equals 34. That's what my sleeve measurement is. 34 inches. This is important as you can easily measure your kameez sleeve for the perfect length before buying your Shalwar Kameez. Style tip number 3. Beware of your kameez length. The length of your kameez should not go beyond your knees. It should end at your knees. I have seen some outrageous designs where the length is either too short or far below the knees. That's women's fashion, not men's fashion. So beware of that and make sure your kameez ends at the knees. Style tip number 4. Have button cuffs. Gentlemen, always buy kameez with button cuffs. You can experiment it yourself and notice the difference. Cuffed sleeves make you look more stylish and gives the entire wardrobe a clean look. Style tip number 5. Choose light colors. There is one thing about kameez colors. Keep it simple. Gentlemen, do not go overboard with kameez designs and colors. Plain light colors blend with all skin tones. I'm not saying dark colors don't look good, but plain and light colors such as white, cream, beige and light brown gives you a very desi look. So choose your colors wisely. There you have it, gentlemen. Equipped with these style tips, I can guarantee that you will most certainly rock wearing Shalwar Kameez with great pride and elegance. Before going out to shop for this Eid, keep these basic tips in mind. After all, it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Thanks for watching and happy Eid Mubarak. And don't forget to subscribe.